Okay, did anybody else feel serious Dragon Ball Unguarded vibes while watching the Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer 2? Because that's what I felt. Now, I know those who are new to this channel may not know about Dragon Ball Unguarded. It is essentially the origin story, a fan-made origin story for Frieza. But those who are familiar with it, did you not feel that? Because I felt like we could seriously have been looking at the ending of Lady Tigree's Dragon Ball Unguarded. And with the recent popularity of fan mangas that cover the origin stories of Saiyans and Frieza's race, this movie is gonna be huge.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
That's not to say that this movie wasn't going to be huge regardless if they put this origin story in there or not. I'm just saying that everybody's been waiting to see what Dragon Ball Minus looks like in animated form ever since it retconned Bardock's special, including myself, and we're finally getting it. Now, I do have some issues with Dragon Ball Minus, mainly because Bardock's not the Bamf that we know that he can be, but we get Gine, so I mean, it's kind of an equal trade in my opinion. The Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer 2 was leaked actually, and I'm going to leave a link so you guys can watch the trailer with subtitles because Dragon Ball Hype has put some subtitles to the trailer. Thank you, Dragon Ball Hype. Now, in all honesty, you really didn't need the subtitles to figure out what was going on. This is essentially the story of Frieza invading, or what seems to be an invasion of planet Vegeta, and taking control of the Saiyans, making them into his mercenaries. We get to see some characters that we haven't seen in years. We get to see Zarbon, Dodoria, the Ginyu Force, and even when they do the long shot of all the Saiyans, we get to see a couple of Saiyan designs or characters that are from the actual Bardock movie, so kudos to that. Now, the story of Dragon Ball Minus essentially goes that Goku ends up sending off his only son, heavy Superman references, to leave the planet before Frieza can destroy because he feels that Frieza is going to do something bad to the Saiyans. Mainly because Frieza is recalling all the Saiyans back to planet Vegeta, and we actually get to see a shot of this in the trailer. You guys can go ahead and check it out. The message that they're heavily pushing in this trailer, and it makes me feel like Broly ain't going anywhere, is that all three of these Saiyans' destinies have been converging up to this point. As if everything that Goku and Vegeta have gone through up to this point is connected to what Broly's been going through solo. We get to see them all three as babies. Goku gets sent off. Vegeta is already sent off the planet because he is on a mission similar to Dragon Ball Minus. And then we get Broly, which is sent to a frontier planet. And then we get Paragus saying that I want my revenge. So what I'm thinking is that they're going to keep the part where Broly's power is too powerful for King Vegeta to withstand. So I think he's gonna send baby Broly to a frontier planet, which is gonna be like a savage planet, thinking that he's going to die. The same thing happens in Dragon Ball Multiverse, essentially. So he's gonna be doing that, and then Broly's gonna live. Paragus is gonna find him, and he's gonna be mad because he sent his only son to die on a planet that he knows that Broly cannot withstand. But Broly's gonna, you know, go through all the odds, and at the very end we get to see baby Broly eating what looks like an alien or something. So I do think that he is going to withstand those odds, and that is the reason that he wants revenge, and he's gonna try to get revenge back on King Vegeta, finding out that planet Vegeta is destroyed, and then he's gonna go for regular Vegeta. So I can see Broly growing up and thinking that Vegeta is the enemy in wanting to kill him. So that's a valid motive, and it looks like they're throwing out the whole he hates Goku part out of this, which is good because we already saw that with Kale, so it's fine. To me, the trailer looks like it takes place in a bunch of time skips, and I think this is going to be the very beginning of the movie. And I guess one of my biggest fears is that we've already seen the first 20 minutes with only a minute and 30 seconds of this trailer, which would kind of suck. But I mean, they are trying to pull us in, and this is presumably the final trailer. They might have another one right before December, but this may be the final trailer, so they're gonna put all their chips in and pull us in with Bardock. And Bardock, I mean, the only thing that I have to complain about Bardock is that he doesn't have his iconic armor, and I understand why they have to make that change because they're trying to distance themselves from the Bardock special, which is it's essentially its own thing. It could be said that it's in its own multiverse kind of setting, it's in its own reality, but I did like that, or I love that armor, and so it's kind of sad that he's got just generic armor here, but he does match Gine's armor a little bit. She's got like this Saiyan skirt going on, so that's pretty badass. And as far as addressing the biggest complaint that I've heard so far, besides the fact that people like the Bardock special over this, and they're surprised that this is retconning it, Frieza is recolored. His body underneath his armor is pink instead of white like it is in the Namek saga and when he takes off his armor when he's fighting Vegeta. So, is this a big deal? No! Come on, guys. It is not a big deal. If this is a big deal, then you must hate Goku Black's art because they recolored Trunks' hair. And they're gonna recolor things, and as long as it's not too big of a change, it's fine with me. I don't mind the fact that he's got a pink body. I don't see why they made the change, besides Toriyama maybe being like, well, his arms and legs are pink and his body's white. I don't understand that. I might as well just make the whole thing pink, and then that's probably what happened because Toriyama's very simple when it comes to the choices that he makes. And there are certain things in Dragon Ball that you can blow out of proportion, say the manga or whatever, or, you know, Dragon Ball Heroes or things that happen in Dragon Ball Super. This is not one of them. Recolors are not one of them, I think. If you are okay with Trunks' hair being blue instead of being that lighter blue, then this is fine. This is nothing. Now, the high point of this trailer is at the very end when we get to the title of the movie, the music swells, and then it goes into a shot of Goku. We get a shot of Vegeta looking like a total badass, and then we get Broly with a few frames that we have not seen him with yet, and then it cuts out because these are the three main characters of this movie. I think that this is not going to be so much a Goku movie. I think they're going to spread it around all three of these characters. They're all intertwined in this destiny. The only other thing that this movie has to cover, just based on this trailer, is the fact that Beerus is the one that ordered the destruction of planet Vegeta. That has been said in Dragon Ball Super. Now, unless it is retconned at some point or completely forgotten for this movie, then we have to get the explanation why. That means we have to get Beerus talking to Frieza back then and telling him to destroy planet Vegeta for some reason. And I'm hoping that Broly finds out that's the case, because I really would like to see a Broly versus Beerus matchup. I think that would be pretty cool. Can Beerus Hakai Broly? I have no idea, to be honest with you, but the way that more powerful characters are able to nullify Hakai, I think that it is a possibility. But let me know what your thoughts are on this. I am 100% on board. Like, again, I've been reading Dragon Ball fan manga out the ass the last month, and a lot of it has to do with origin stories when it comes to the Saiyans and when it comes to Frieza. And this movie is giving us a heavy dose of both those things, and I cannot be more excited. Now, my hype is back. My hype level is rising, and it's going over, you know the number. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.